Housing is an integral part of cattle farming and must be well planned with adequate ventilation and sanitation facilities to enhance production both in beef and dairy cattle. However, the housing type depends on the system of production and how much space is available for animals to move about. Designing a house for cattle is one of the most important aspects of starting a cattle farm. The house building must be sited on a well-drained and not undulating floor, adequate ventilation and illumination, and be free from drought or condensation to prevent disease and death. Cattle are housed in a well-shaded, open-sided structure called a cattle shed. This type of housing is common in the intensive type of production. The house must be well equipped with feeders and water troughs with adequate space for farm operations. An average of 2 to 3 meters squared is allowed per adult cattle. Housing for extensive system of cattle production is one of the most complex system of animal husbandry in the world. The walls of the kraal could be made of planks or wood, bamboo, mud blocks, or stones. The animals are always housed here after the day's grazing. The housing need for cattle in the intensive system of cattle production is different from the need for a much less intensive system. The purpose for housing of cattle must be considered before embarking on a project, as this will determine the type of animal that is to be housed.
In sheep and goat production, housing type depends on the system of production as we have mentioned for cattle. In Nigeria and other sub-Saharan region, housing for sheep and goat is not given prominence as in the temperature region or as even done for cattle. The essential consideration is that environment must be cool, dry, and free from drought with access to pasture or outside all the time. Some government farms or rich individuals do construct a good but simple housing for sheep and goat in Nigeria for semi-intensive production. The type of production require a lot of sophistication in the housing construction and very expensive. It is often associated with high level of production in terms of meat, wool, or fleece. Such housing is not profitable in the part of the world. Housing type for extensive traditional system of sheep and goat production. In this type of production, a simple open shed made of cheap roofing material provides the expected protection. In most cases, the floor is rammed and well drained. For these two systems, in the floor area required for adult animal range from 1.5 meter to 2.
For easy production of ruminant or any farm animal, certain equipment have been designed and are used to facilitate management operation. In ruminant animals, this equipment appear to be common and work with the same principle. Virtually, all of this equipment are imported but also be fabricated locally. The following equipment are used in ruminant animal production. First, weighing scale. This is used to know the weight of the animal. There are two types of weighing scale. The walking type for the animal and weighing bridge, where the animal walks on the scale or is transported on it and hanging scale. Bordizo castrator. This is used to castrate unwanted males on the farm. Castration is the act of making male animal important by open or surgical removal of its scrotum. Ear tag. Forceps puncture used for fixing ear tag on the ear of the animal for identification. Tattooing machine. Tattooing is making durable marks, design or patterns on the skin of an animal by pricking the skin and rubbing dyes or stains. Tattooing machine is an equipment similar to the plier as shown in the figure 4.6, with set of letters arranged and well filtered to the tongue of the pliers. Nipple feeders, for feeding young cattle with milk replacers. Drenching gun. This is made of a long tube or rubber hose long enough to enter the mouth of ruminants. It is used for oral administration of liquid drug, especially during deworming exercise. Management practices in ruminant production. Certain management operations are performed on ruminant animals for effective production of the herd or the individual animal itself. Some of these shall be discussed hereafter. The body. Most breeds of this animal carry horn, which when fully grown may become source of injury to the other animal in the flock or herd. Operation is carried out about the age of 3 to 4 weeks of age of any of the animal. The alternative that is common in the use of handsaw or remove pointed and dangerous horns of adult cattle. Castration is the act of removing the testicle of a male animal to render them ineffective. This management operation prevents unwanted breeding and improves the carcass quality. It can be carried out surgically or bloodlessly by the use of bordizo or rubber ring illustrator. Identification. Other operations for identification include tattooing, ear notching, skin branding, horn branding, and the use of neck chains or tags. Caution must be taken not to damage the blood vessel of the pinna of the ear.